It's funny what's become of Yankee Universe on social media. They don't believe anybody about anything when it comes to Soto except for two men, Jack Curry and Jeff Passan. And if you're going to follow two guys, that would be the guys that I would trust for sure. There are other people too. But in this situation, until Jack says it on the Yankee hot stove, they don't believe it. And one other quick aside. So Elon Musk keeps saying that, you know, X is the media right now. Oh, okay, you can make that argument one way or the other. But I will say that on X, there's a lot of people making crap up about the Juan Soto stuff. Just making it up. Is that the media? Is that the media now? People making stuff up, throwing stuff up against the wall just to see if it sticks? And if they happen to get it right, oh, my God, I was right. That's all they're doing. I mean, so many people are reporting like Juan Soto is already in Boston. And they're making it up. It could end up being the case, but for the most part, they're making it up. Here's what Jack said yesterday. The Yankees are swimming in those waters. He talked to a lot of people. They are willing to offer big money, go to places that people thought the Yankees would never go to. In Jack's assessment, it's going to come down to the Yankees or the Mets. That's the way he sees it. Also, from his reporting, Yankees don't have any interest in bringing back Gleyber Torres or Anthony Rizzo. Out. He seems like there is an interest there by the Yankees on Willy Adames and on Bellinger. They'd have to make a trade with the Cubs for Bellinger, but Bellinger could solve two problems, whichever way you go. He's a good first baseman. He's an excellent center fielder. You can use him in either place. So there's a lot of things the Yankees are thinking about. Looks like they're not that interested in Arenado, which I thought might be a nice patchwork thing, but they think that he's on the downside. They're not that interested in Bregman. They don't think that his at-bats or his bat plays at Yankee Stadium. That obviously the short left field at what was Minute Maid Park, I think they just changed the name, that benefits him more. So he might end up back in Houston, but the Yankees don't seem like they're in play for Alex Bregman. So that's some pretty important stuff. No Gleyber, no Rizzo. They are very much in play. I think Jack said on the show, he said the Yankees are 60-40 to get it, which is a lot higher than a lot of people thought. So I think we've been saying this for a while. Jeff Passan said it 3 months ago on our show during the season. It's going to come down to the Yankees and the Mets. I think that's what's going to happen. It's going to come down to the Yankees or the Mets. And I think they're making a wise decision. We've seen Gleyber Torres' act. He had a good second half of the season. He is a negative defensively. And Anthony Rizzo, although I like him a lot, good clubhouse presence, it looks like he's lost it. Now, he had injuries, I get that. But this is a guy you would pencil in for 32 home runs. I think he did that 5 times his career. That power doesn't seem like it's there. They like Christian Walker. Doesn't seem like they love him. Doesn't look like they're in on Pete Alonso. You know, why sign a 31-year-old guy to a 6-year contract, a right-handed hitter? Now, I know Walker's also right-handed, but he's 34. You might get him for a 2-year deal. You plug up first base until it's time to move Aaron Judge there. So a lot of things moving, so that's what Jack was reporting. And so many people respect Jack, and I know Jack forever. And if he's going to report it, he's got it on pretty good authority. So there you have it. It's going to come down. It's probably going to get done in the next 7 to 10 days, the Soto stuff.
So what it really comes down to for me, as far as a report that I'd want to hear, is how far are the Mets willing to go?
Right.
Because that's the key to me more than anything else. Like logic tells you it's going to be the Mets and the Yankees because the Mets have all the money and the Yankees obviously have everything else that Soto would probably want besides the money. But, if the Mets are only willing to go so much, then the Yankees know, all right, I can go there. But if we were to hear a report, Michael, that the Mets are willing to go as far as it takes, then that changes everything. Then the only thing you're hoping for as a Yankee fan, if you want Juan Soto back, is that it's not all about the money.
Right. That's what you have to root.
And we assume, which is always wrong to do, that Cohen is willing to go there. But we don't know that. Cohen might be just listening to his baseball people who tell him, I'm sorry, that you'd be nuts to go over 550. If that's the case, then I would think the Mets are not going to get him. Because I think the Yankees would be willing to go to 550. But if the Mets are willing to go to 7, are the Yankees willing to go there?
It's going to be a high-stakes game of chicken. That's what it's going to be.
But we don't, and I have not heard, and correct me if I'm wrong, Michael, you're following this closely as well. I have not heard anybody report how far the Mets are willing to go. So
well, I had heard that
kept it close.
He supposedly has said, I haven't been able to nail this down, but I've heard it from several different people, that he's told Boris, I'll top any offer by 50. But, when you're saying a 15-year deal, topping an offer by 50, what does that really mean?
I know it sounds ridiculous, guys, but when you're talking about that many years, 50 is negligible.
Right.
That may not be enough. The Mets go to 650 and the Yankees will only go as far as 6. The Yankees may still get them. But $100 million over that span of time. Now you're doubling it. That might be a different story.
William Nicholas, and you guys hear what I say. I mean, you're with me every single day.
Yeah.
This is a guy on X, right? Michael K on analytics in baseball. It stinks. Michael K on analytics in baseball. Terrific. Have I ever said that analytics are terrific? Ever?
No, just that you get it.
I understand what they're doing.
Yeah.
I wish that analytics didn't exist. I think the game was better, but I understand what they're doing. So you're making stuff up, William, to make your point. And that's what happens on X. Let's make stuff up and see if we can make our point. You just made that up. I've never said that analytics in baseball are terrific. And I understand the analytics in basketball, too. It makes more sense to take a 3-point shot than a 2-point shot, doesn't it? Doesn't mean I have to like it.
The one thing I'd push back, Michael, as far as like your assessment of fans freaking out, isn't that a good thing? That people care that much? I understand we're all trying to get the fringe fan. We're all trying to get the people that aren't into our sport to be into it. But keeping the people and still having that many people care enough about the sport to be upset about a change like that, I think that's a good thing. It's when they don't care either way, that's when you know that your sport's in trouble. But when you're making this kind of fundamental change and people yawn, now you're in trouble.
But we'll get to Danny from Long Island when we come back. But, the line on him, I'll never watch baseball again if they do this. Really? You'll never watch baseball again?
He's a liar is what he is.
Or he's going to be out at some point anyway. He's just looking for an exit strategy.
Kyle Higashioka signs a 2-year deal with the Rangers for $12 million. Good for him. Great guy. Had a real good year with San Diego. So now he signs a 2-year deal with the Texas Rangers. And how about this? 11 years after they canceled the deal that they had with Aroldis Chapman because of what happened when he was with the Reds, well, the Red Sox decide to sign Aroldis Chapman to a 1-year, $10.75 million deal. I don't know if that's a great deal. I've seen Aroldis Chapman. Big games, he does not excel.
No.
He just doesn't. He ended, 2 Yankee seasons on the mound. He does not excel in big games. It's a smart move for a small market team like the Royals, what they did. Get yourself Aroldis Chapman. Then some team is going to think that he's going to put him over the top like they did with the Texas Rangers. And he helped them, but he wasn't really the closer when they won a championship. He's not a guy who's going to get the biggest outs. He still throws over 100 miles an hour. He's intimidating when he's right, but I don't think this is a great move for the Red Sox. They'll see. Maybe I'll be wrong, but I don't think I will. Every day is game day at DraftKings Sportsbook. And now